Let's talk about some OTAs and some observations that was taking place with the Detroit Lions. We're going to talk about first string, second string, third string, offense and defense, the good, some bad, stuff to look forward to, and what that was noticed in these OTAs. But before we get into today's video, if you're a fan of actually completing the box to bring in Pinhead and antagonize Pinhead and tell him that I can beat you in your own game, go ahead and subscribe to my channel because we talk all things Detroit Lions news and rumors. Sometimes, being a Lions fan, you feel like you're tortured for eternity. Also, make sure you take that like button with you and let that bad boy get killed. Let's get into today's Lions OTAs. First off, there was players that were not in attendance, and there was players that were in attendance but not participating. We're going to start with the players that were not in attendance. TJ Hockenson, Garrett Griffin, Taylor Decker, Romeo Okwara, Josh Paschal, John Penisini. Not really serious here. Dealing with some injuries as well as sickness. Nothing to be worried about at all. This is kind of normal during this time. Players that were in attendance but not participating, and Jameson Williams, obviously injury, James Mitchell, ACL injury, Derek Deese, Eric Banks, Jerry Jacobs injury, and Efutu Melifonwu. Like I was saying before, really nothing to worry about. Efutu Melifonwu is watch this week. Wait to see if he can get ready back in the field for minicamp coming up. Players that were in minimal participation, you had Godwin Igwebuike, Austin Bryant, and Netrez Patrick. They were just watching while the reps were taking place. This is normal. Again, don't fray, because I know a lot of people will fray upon this and say, oh my God, but there's no real big issue here. Comment in the comment section right now. What is your confidence in the Detroit Lions offense? 1 through 10. 1, thinking they're absolute cheeks. 10, thinking these guys are the best offense in the NFL. Let me know what you guys think upon this, because I'm curious to see what you guys think about this. Let's go ahead and talk about the Detroit Lions offense here. First string offense looking pretty good. Jared Goff threading the needle to DJ Chark, threading the needle to Josh Reynolds. It's really good to see this. This is what you expect these guys to get better as they train together more. I love seeing the connection right now of Goff and DJ Chark. Big play ability from DJ. This is why we got him for the Detroit Lions offense. We needed to have that guy that can stretch the field, do big-time play action. Love it from Goff right now. Love it from DJ Chark right now. And Josh Reynolds, of course, we all know the connection there. Yeah, I'd really say this is a surprise, but it's not, because we've seen it last year that these two had a connection. Obviously, the connection that they had from when their time with the Los Angeles Rams, and it continue on when the Detroit Lions picked him up on waiver wire last year during the season. So the connection's happening, and I expect this offense, when preseason happens and week 1 happens, to start to really improve from what it was last year, pretty good at the end of the year, and continue to even just get better. And when Jameson Williams gets back, I expect it to be more. So the first round of OTAs, the offense struggled a little bit, as you expect, because the defense is generally ahead. Now the first string offense is doing a much improved work there, and that's exactly what you want to see. Good work again with Amon-Ra St. Brown, getting thrown the football as well, as he continues to impress and continues to have the connection with Jared Goff. And this offense and the wide receivers are really showing that. And a lot of yards after the catch, what you expect. Khalif Raymond and Quintez Cephas made some big plays as well. It's going to be really difficult for a Pimpleton to overthrow any one of these wide receivers, because right now the wide receivers are doing an absolute phenomenal job. So huge shout out to them. Huge shout out to Jared Goff and the wide receivers. Good to hear from here. Not everything's good, folks, because then you have the second and third team offense. Tim Boyle continues to throw interceptions as he's throwing picks. He's not doing a good job at all. He's thrown, I feel like, more interceptions than he's thrown completions. That's unexcusable. Kirby Joseph read him, picked it off, did his thing. Jared Davis getting after him. He's getting defumbled. Not talking about Jared Davis, talking about Tim Boyle. He's not comfortable. It is not good. Now, Cephas was playing outside receiver for them, and he's shown on occasion that he can do that. It's perfectly fine, but Tim Boyle is having an issue there. David Blau is doing a better job right now than Tim Boyle. At some point, they have to consider potentially making David Blau the number 2, looking somewhere else because this is not good. Trinity Benson made a catch. He celebrated the catch. It's good to hear about his name. It's going to be extremely difficult for him to be on the 53/55. I think he's a practice squad guy. And it also doesn't help that Tim Boyle and David Blau is throwing you the passes. Let's be honest, if you're one of these wide receivers. And it's not good right there. It's not good. Subscribe to the channel. Let's get to 22,400 subscribers. We're nearly there, about 40 to go right now to get to that spot. I understand right now it's kind of like the off season right now, a couple months until the real thing kicks off. I'm trying to climb that Chat Sports ladder. I want to get ahead of the Miami Dolphins channel from Chat Sports, the Kansas City channel with Chat Sports. That is my goal from now till the end of the season. So if you're a Detroit Lions fan, subscribe. Folks, the edge rusher for the Detroit Lions, Mr. Aidan Hutchinson, Lions rookie, continues to be fast off the line and making a pretty big impact. I freaking love it. He is doing exactly what we wanted him to do. He continues to impress from the first part of the OTAs last week, and he continues to impress this week. He continues to be the guy making big-time plays, and that is absolutely good for the Lions to get after the quarterback. It's good because the Lions' pass rush last year was atrocious. It's been a pass rush atrocious for some time, and he's doing a phenomenal job there. Julian Okwara continues to be thrown all over the defense. Very nice to see. We got to get something for him. You know, we invested a high draft pick on him just a couple years ago. We want to see this guy do it, but he's lining all over the Lions line as well as the linebacker. He's being thrown everywhere and doing that for now, just trying to get a spot for him for the Detroit Lions. And we'll see how that goes right now. And, you know, it's going to be an interesting battle for him and the rest of the guys. The interior offensive line continues to look pretty good with Levi and Wuzurike and Lee McNeil. They're doing their thing. Michael Brockers had some go moments in OTAs. You expect that from the veteran himself. Expect these guys to compete. And it's nice to see that right now. And Cornell was in there. Deshaun Cornell was in 11-on-11 drills trying to make some impact, but not too bad from the interior defensive line. I think the most important part that we probably need to talk about from an OTA's perspective is the linebacker position, because this is one that's more in flux than anything. And Chris Board, the free agent linebacker that we picked up, actually had a lot of playing time. He saw an uptick more over Derek Barnes here. This is a very important battle regarding the linebackers here, is who's going to be the guys making it in there. And also Alex Anzalone, he was getting less reps today compared to Chris Board. There's nothing to worry about there. We all know Alex Anzalone's going to be a main focal point probably for the linebacking core this season. Again, not a big deal there. You got Houston in there, as well as Jared Davis. Situation on the edge, going after the pass rusher. Jared Davis actually disrupted Tim Boyle. So that's something I think that we all wanted to see when we had Jared Davis, was him more as a pass rushing instead of the guy just sticking in the middle. So that's what we're seeing there in OTAs, and I'm fine with that. Who's going to be the 3 linebackers, the 2 linebackers, the main guys? It's yet to be seen. This one's going to go down to probably all the way to week 3 of preseason. This is going to be a battle that takes place on a consistent basis. Jeffrey Okudah continues to do well in his recovery. He's emotional about it. He stated that he wants to play corner. He's going to play corner. He is trying to really make an impact. I'm sure he's feeling it, but it was good to see that he's showing leadership also to the young corners on this team, and he continues to make an impact from there. His is more recovery and continues to do that. I think that's the biggest thing right now. We're seeing Futu Melifonwu play safety as well as corner. He's kind of getting thrown all over the field. And for the secondary position, it's more recovery that's taking place. But we did see Kirby Joseph make a good play on Tim Boyle. That's awesome. You know how much I love Kirby Joseph. You know how much I think he is going to be very good towards the Detroit Lions safety position. It continues to make plays. Will Harris is starting out there due to injuries at the corner position. We're going to continue to see that, no doubt. And you're going to see that plays with everybody, with the injuries that take place with Okudah and Jerry Jacobs. Mike Hughes, he was playing outside. He did all right. We'll continue to see what he does there. Chase Lucas, as well as on the field. He returned to the field this week. Saw some times in the slot. So, some good. Generally, it's more of the injury issue regarding the secondary. All in all, I'm happy what I'm seeing right now from Jared Goff in the offense. I think that's probably the most important part to this whole thing, is how the offense is doing. Kirby Joseph making a play. And Tim Boyle is absolute cheeks. They need to make a move here. I'm absolutely done watching Tim Boyle. And I think the Lions should consider moving David Blau and giving him a chance to be that number 2. Follow me on all social media sites, folks. LNU, Twitter, Facebook. Got all the latest news and rumors regarding the Detroit Lions. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss out. With that said, folks, adios.